Okay, so welcome to this little bit of training on Facebook retargeting. I thought that this topic deserved its own separate video. I didn't want to just bundle it with the other Facebook targeting and ad type explanation because I think it's such a broad topic. It deserves to have a video on its own. So if you're looking at this program and you're thinking, oh, maybe let me just take a look at it, let me try Facebook retargeting, you don't need to trade through minutes and minutes of other content before you get to this bit. So anyway, Facebook retargeting is relatively new. The original retargeting strategy was started by a company called AdRoll and then another company called Perfect Audience. And since it's a huge success, retargeting is a huge success for marketers, Facebook decided to get on board. So basically, Facebook is a way of re-engaging with people who've already visited your website. That's really, really powerful. Because normally what would happen is if you have a visitor go to your website and they don't book and they don't inquire about availability, once they leave, you've effectively just given them away, just let them go to book with another provider. The point of retargeting is to make sure that you stay top of mind with these guests. It's a massive opportunity to stay top of mind and bring travelers back to your website to book, because that is the objective, to get bookings. Nothing else matters apart from getting the bookings. With Facebook now, it's even more important because Facebook is such a huge, big part in almost everyone's day-to-day life. People spend a lot of time on Facebook every day. People log into their Facebook accounts. The statistics are at least 5 times a day, and each time they're on there, they're spending an average of half an hour on Facebook. That's huge. Okay, so Facebook retargeting needs to play a big part in your overall marketing endeavors. Even if you don't do the Google hotel ads, even if you don't do the TripAdvisor and the Expedias, even if you don't do any of that, the one thing that you must do is Facebook retargeting. It's very simple to set up and it's a lot cheaper than anything else on Facebook. Also, the conversions are much higher because you're re-engaging with people who already know who you are. So it's not like you're trying to convert cold traffic. These are people who've been to your website already. They've got an interest in what you have to sell. So it makes sense for you to make sure that you stay top of mind with these travelers to bring them back so they can book. With Facebook retargeting, you can retarget people. Not only can you retarget people who've just been anywhere on your website, which means the whole website, but you can retarget people who've been on specific pages of your website. And this works quite well for people who have who have 2 or more locations. So if personally for me, I've got a location in Canary Wharf and I've got a location in Greenwich. When people go on my website and they look at the Greenwich properties, it doesn't make sense for them to remarket to them, telling them about the Canary Wharf or Battersea locations. It's all about relevancy. If they were looking at the Greenwich apartments, then I need to show them highly relevant ads about Greenwich. For instance, do I have a promotion for Greenwich that week or that day? If I do, they will be able to see it because they're logging onto their Facebook page, onto their Facebook account, and one of the first things that they're going to see right at the top is me with my ads. That does wonders for bringing back people who didn't book because they got spooked out about the price. Okay. Another good thing about it is when people are searching for and this happens a lot, about 60% of online bookers abandon the booking process when they get to the checkout page. There's all sorts of reasons why people do that. I mean, I do it all the time. For last week, I had to go to Birmingham from Guildford, but I stopped over in Northampton at the Marriott. I went on the Marriott's website and I realized that I knew that I needed to stay in just a couple of days, but I went on their website, I filled in my name, I did everything. As soon as I got to the checkout page, I left. I just left. For some reason, I left that website. And a lot of people who are booking accommodation do that. What happened was, as soon as I went back on Facebook, the following day, Marriott was retargeting me, telling me to come back to complete the booking because the dates, the availability was getting low. Now, I knew that I had to travel and I needed that accommodation. So what did I do? It reminded me to go back and complete that booking that otherwise I would have just ended up forgetting and then going back to find that there's no availability and now I have to stay somewhere else. So that's how retargeting for accommodation works. It's very, very important that you place your retargeting pixels on specific pages so you can show highly relevant ads to people when they're off your website. If anything, is to remind them to come back to book. Some people leave that checkout page with every intention of coming back for whatever reason, especially business travelers. They're very, very busy people. They tend to forget. So that retargeting ad would have made me go back and complete that booking. Okay, so that's another way that you can use retargeting. Another thing that you can do as well is that you can use this strategy to exclude certain audiences. So I've been on the Marriott website and I've actually booked. Marriott knows that I've booked the room because I went on their thank you page, the confirmation page. On that confirmation page, there's another pixel. That pixel will let Facebook know that this person doesn't need to be retargeted anymore with the messages of come back to book your room. They know this. So you don't want to show come back to book your apartment to somebody who's already booked an apartment, because you're wasting money on ad impressions that don't need to be seen by the audience that are seeing it. So that's how powerful Facebook retargeting is. It helps you stay top of mind. It brings back travelers to come back and book with you. Not only that, it allows you to retarget people who've looked at specific pages so you can show highly relevant messages to them. If somebody looks at your breakfast menu on your website, they've got a clear interest. Retarget them, telling them that breakfast is free with your booking. Retarget them, and if they're looking at their terms, if you think that maybe your terms are a little bit too strict, tell them that they can come back and book deposit free, or just pay 50% deposit, or that they'll be charged on arrival. These are the little things that make all the difference to a guest when they're planning to travel. So I thought I should just do this video really quickly to get you to understand how powerful Facebook retargeting is. If you don't do anything else, at least do the Facebook retargeting, because either way, you're going to get people coming to your website, either because they've seen you on an OTA and they've booked, they'll come to your website in one way or the other. The best thing you can do to retain these people and get them to come back again and to stay top of mind, or actually to get them to upgrade their reservation, i.e. by offering parking spaces or a better spec apartment, then the only way to do that, to ensure that they see that message, is to use retargeting. Yeah, sure, there's email, but sometimes people don't open their email. Sometimes your emails go in the spam folder. So using a combination of all these strategies will ensure that you get a good chance of staying top of mind and being in front of the people of an audience that matters the most to you and your business. So I hope this video has helped you. Let's move on to the next videos of creating lovely Facebook ads. I'll see you in the next video. Well, I'll speak to you in the next video.